So I hope you've all had a great day, because today I've decided to go pump out a quick and simple PlayStation fanboy video because the Xbox business thing is coming up soon, and maybe I want to make a video on that depending on who gets angry the most, either Xbox or PlayStation fanboys. So let's get a quick PlayStation Salt video out, because for some reason, PlayStation fanboys keep talking about Xbox, and now all of a sudden want their games again. We've had this argument before. PlayStation fanboys say Xbox has no games, and then they beg for these exact same Xbox games. It doesn't make any sense, but then again, neither does most of their arguments. I don't know why it's so hard for them just to keep consistent with a lot of their opinions. It really shouldn't be that hard just to say something and remember it for the next time. But then again, I'm not the one going out there talking on behalf of a company and sucking their dick. And all you really needed to do was keep your mouth shut and let the Xbox fanboys embarrass themselves, but no, you chose not to and had to speak up. It could have been that simple for people to make a bunch of Xbox Salt videos, but you couldn't control yourselves, so let's just get into the salt. So our first tweet is from J-Dub. Just a reminder, a $3 trillion company couldn't make a dent in PlayStation's armor. We are starting off strong from J-Dub, and I really have to ask myself, what is this giant dent or just dent in general? Are we talking about how they're selling less? Because you are absolutely correct, they're not making a dent at all there, but I'm sure PlayStation would love those extra 20 to 30 million players. And if you want an actual example where Xbox definitely put a huge dent in PlayStation, the only time I could ever think of would be the Xbox 360. But of course, these last two generations have been pretty terrible for Xbox, so I don't think they will ever do that again. Our next tweet is from J-Dub. Damn, they've already stopped making Xboxes, #Xbox, and it's leading to a rumor from Zubitech saying that Xbox has completely suspended their production in the first quarter of 2024. I cannot believe that there are people out there that genuinely believe Zubitech is an actual reliable source of information. He is nothing more than just a PlayStation fanboy and nothing special, just like J-Dub. I really have to ask these people this shit, but why is it so hard for you guys and girls just to keep quiet? It's not that hard just to let the Xbox, Nintendo, or PlayStation fanboys embarrass themselves when something bad is happening to their platform, or something that people don't agree with is happening on their platform. It's not that hard. Just sit there, say nothing, and watch them embarrass themselves. But yet you have to go around spreading possible rumors that they may or may not even be true. Usually when a PlayStation fanboy has a rumor that they believe in, they usually provide a link to the original article, which he did not. So this is more than likely just something made up to get bait from people, and then J-Dub has to go out of his way by further incentivizing people to respond to it by being a retard and probably believing that it's true. We are only 3 minutes into this video, and I'm already not interested to cover the rest of this stuff. This is just miserable. Why do they even do this? You have family to go talk to, and yet you go just sit on Twitter all day. I don't know how the fuck you guys do it. Are you addicted to Twitter? Is that your game of the year? I really am just asking myself at this point, does J-Dub ever go outside, ever communicate, ever do anything at all? Does he even have a job? How do you spend all day on Twitter just to talk about Xbox? What do you do with your life to make money? How do you get through life? What do you do? I know you're in your 30s. I know you have kids and a family. What do you do? How do you do this every day? Do you really stop during your workday just to talk on Twitter about Xbox? That isn't good. I hope your employer never gets to see your Twitter. It would be very interesting if they found out that that's all you do all day. Our next tweet is from JTech. Are you ready? While showing a picture of Xbox's gravestone. I don't know what to tell you. If you're doing this over Xbox going third party, I can't wait for you to find out that PlayStation and Xbox are already third party. I don't know what to tell you, but oh my god, it's almost like both PlayStation and Xbox are third party, and they've been doing it for years now, as PC's a very profitable platform. Our next tweet is from Japan Hates Xbox. Can't wait till every single Xbox scumbag fanboy is chased out of this industry. You are not welcomed here. And he shares a picture of Thing from Hi-Fi Rush saying Xbox is going third party. Who's gonna tell him that PlayStation is also going third party? Well, they already are, just like Xbox. I swear none of these fanboys actually know what the fuck third party is. Third party is when you put a first party game onto a third party platform. It's as simple as that. I don't get what you guys are trying to understand. They're not exclusive anymore. They're no longer excluded to one platform. They're now on multiple. How can you not understand this? Like, I don't know how you can say Xbox is going third party with a straight face and then say PlayStation is not. Like, how do you get that into your mind that looking at Xbox is only third party when you see that most of PlayStation's more modern games are coming coming to PC, and now they're considering day and date for Helldivers' success. I don't blame them, they probably made a fuck ton of money off of Helldivers. And I should mention this as it's something that you have commonly mentioned before, but your hatred for Xbox by calling the fanboys as well as the player base just a bunch of scumbags, because regardless of what you call a fanboy or not, you usually lump both players and fanboys into the same group. And you're also the same person that has constantly said if you own an Xbox, you're not a real gamer. Our next tweet is from Japan Hates Xbox again, breaking Persona 6 and Yakuza 9 to skip Xbox, as Xbox console is now dead. This is why you should always make sure that you have spelled and worded everything right, because anyone will find any small thing to make fun of you. Come on, Japan Hates Xbox, you know you can do better than that. Of course, English is your first and only language, as you're not Japanese, so I don't know how you failed this. I will forever find it strange that you think it's a good idea and a good thing that games skip a platform. I don't know how you get yourself into that mindset saying that these games are going to skip the Xbox platform. How is that good for you? That just means you have to waste money on an extra platform that you may or may not even use. How is that good? How do you get yourself into that mindset, Japan Hates Xbox? How do you tell yourself having to buy another console to play a game that you like is a genuine good thing? Because there are very few people in this world that are willing to drop $300 to $500 to $750 just for a singular console and then to get games on top of it. The only time that I've ever done something like that was for PS4 and Bloodborne, which only cost me around $110, and now I can play Bloodborne at 60 FPS, 4K on my PC. Our next tweet is from Japan Hates Xbox again. Game console for casual baby gamers versus game console for hardcore adult gamers. Hashtag Helldivers 2 has destroyed every live service game on Xbox. I feel like I should mention this here, as I think it is pretty funny, that people always talk about how games shouldn't come day and date, and then you see stuff like this with Helldivers 2 on PC and how well it's performing, even with all of its bugs and glitches and issues. It should really go to show that going day and date on every platform is just the right choice for Sony to make. Oh, and I really should just say this, both of your consoles are for casual baby gamers. PC is where it's at for competitive gamers. I'm sorry to say, but that's how the truth is. Most competitive games are on PC. And honestly, most of them just play better on PC. Mouse and keyboard goes hard for any shooter. And if any of you disagree with me, you have to fight me to death with gladiatorial combat. It's just how it has to be. I only believe in the glory of Rome. Our last tweet is from Japan Hates Xbox. Honestly, aside from Hi-Fi Rush, there is nothing I want to see ported from Xbox. Hi-Fi Rush is symbolic because it affirms that no Japanese game will ever call Xbox home. Bring on the port, Phil. You are the same guy that has repeatedly said in the past that you don't like any of Xbox's games, but here you are saying that you want Hi-Fi Rush. I shouldn't be surprised. Who cares if a game calls Xbox its home? Do you mean exclusivity for Japanese games? Who cares? The more people that get to play whatever game of their choice is a good thing. I don't care if it calls its home on whatever platform, as long as it's a multi-platform game. I don't understand, Japan, how you constantly put yourself in my videos by saying constant stupid things. Can you just be quiet? I mean, don't get me wrong, you're a good form of salt, but I'm getting sick and tired of you saying stuff about Japanese games when you're not Japanese on your own. You make it sound like you're from Japan, when from everything that I've seen, you are not. I end up repeating this almost every video because he's not Japanese, he's just not. He just pretends. He's some American guy that thinks he is. He's literally just the embodiment of a weeb. He's everything that you would expect a weeb to probably look like and act. So I don't really have much more I want to say about this, as there's Xbox Salt or PlayStation Salt going tomorrow, as the Xbox podcast is tomorrow, so we get to sit back and enjoy watching them get angry, whoever fanboy group it is. So I guess I will see you when I make a video on it. Take care.